everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Shaneria, and this is Talking Crime. On today, if you guessed that this is another reaction video, you guessed correctly. Let's get started on this reaction video. But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe. Join the family. Let's get started.
Alrighty guys, I got a good one for you. A story time of dating the same girl that my twin brother was dating. Yes, you heard it right. Yes, I do have an identical twin. Our names are basically both the same. I'm Christian, he's Christopher. We both go by Chris. It's a little hectic. He probably goes by Chris more just because it's Christopher, but people still do call me Chris, and we'll still both turn around usually. But anyways, us dating the same girl. All of us know this little app called fucking Hinge. So we're both on Hinge. Yes, that could be confusing because people think that we have two profiles. And let me just say this. People always get us mixed up in general. Like, I could have a girlfriend and then I see someone out, a girl out, and they walk up and approach me and be like, hey, like, I text you, I didn't know you had a girlfriend. And then the girl I'm with is looking at me fucking crazy because, like, sometimes, like, the girls I'm with, like, if it was like just going out or whatever, like, they'd be like, oh shit, you got a twin? I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that's something I do forget to tell people because, like, I feel like my own person, like, we should be our own people. But anyways, even like with my girlfriend, like when we were going out and they'd be like, oh shit, like, I saw your twin, she would have to tell them, like, no, he really does have a twin. They don't believe me. I have to have a picture on hand of this motherfucker. Be like, no, this is my fucking twin. Anyways, so enough with that. Anyways, I call my brother. We're talking on the phone one day. All right, cool. He's telling me he met this girl, matched this girl on Hinge and shit. I'm like, oh, dope, that's cool. We're supposed to go out that night. He says, I'm going to be late going out because I'm going to go meet this chick. We're going to go have a drink, all this other shit. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. And so we still all go out. In the middle of the night, you know, like, I match this girl. He eventually comes. I match this girl. It's her. It's this chick, the same chick that we're talking to. I don't know that at this time. He doesn't know that at this time. This girl definitely knows this at this point in time. And so she's like texting me and stuff. She's like asking me some questions and whatnot. And granted, when the conversation that I had with him earlier, he had told me where she was from, what she did for work. I think she was like a dental assistant or some shit like that. She had just moved to Texas, all this other shit. He told me all this. And so, like, she's telling me this stuff and I'm like, dang, is this the same girl that he's talking to? Then I was like, no, it can't be, because she would know and she would say something. I'm wrong. And so, like, I'm texting this girl. We're having a full-blown ass conversation, and it's not until the next day where things are revealed. So we're texting. She finally gives me her number. We're, like, you know, talking a little bit. And she's telling me, it dawned on me when she said she was a dental assistant. She was like, yo, you got a nice smile. And I was like, yo, I appreciate that. But then she said she was a dental assistant. That's the same thing he told me. And I'm just like, wait the fuck a minute. And then I play it cool. I don't say anything. I just stop texting. I draw it back. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to allow you to do this. Because you know that we're twins. You can probably see the differences between us, but you're still trying to play the fucking field. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So I don't tell him anything yet. But then I get a phone call, probably like a few hours later after I stopped texting her. The next day, he calls me. He's like, hey, like, did you happen to match this one chick on Hinge? And I'm like, oh yeah, I did match her on Hinge. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, she told me she matched you, but she told me y'all didn't talk and she unmatched you. She unmatched me, that we didn't talk. It's getting a little juicier.
Oh, no. No. First of all, stay off them damn dating apps. But anyway, why in the world would she not even say anything? Like, that's so weird that she would be willing to date twins. And she sees two different profiles. So how she didn't know? Like, how she didn't know? Like, I don't get it. I felt like too she knew, but also like all of this stuff added together. Everything his brother said added to the same person he matched with. Like, I would be like, you know what? Let's see. Like, Cause they twins. Like, let's see. They both should have shared their match together so they could see, because everything already lined up. Like, what more do you need? Like, he should have. They should have both sat down and seen who that match was, so it would have been nipped in the bud right then and there. But honey, like, what do you get out of trying to date two twins? Like, that's weird. Like, you weird.
Anyways, part two, dating the same girl as my twin brother. Now, at this point, she's telling him that we haven't talked and all this shit. I didn't say anything to him just yet because I wanted to see how this was actually going to play out. So I hit her up after we got off the phone. I hit her up and I was like, yo, that's just funny that you told him that we didn't talk, but we matched and talked. And then she was just like, oh, I honestly didn't know y'all were twins. I honestly thought that y'all were different people. And she legit texted me and she was like, no, I still want to like get to know you and maybe meet and shit. Okay, after you just told my twin brother that you blocked me, now you're saying you still want to meet me to me. And I'm just like, nah, I can't do that. Anyways, long story short, I'm just like, I actually was texting her just to like keep it going, just so I could show him what she was texting me. So then I screenshot that shit and I sent it to him. And he's like, damn. And I don't know what he told her. I don't know what happened, but she ended up like unfollowing me or blocking me on Hinge. And I think they end up still talking actually. Let's fast forward a couple of years, later. This girl was following me on Instagram. She actually, I don't know when she followed me on Instagram. I don't know how, because my profile was private at the time. She hits me up. I'm somewhere, I forgot where I was. She hits me, I think I was in Vegas or some shit. She hits me up and she was like, hey. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? I didn't say that, but I was like, who are you? Do I know you? She was like, yeah, you remember you and your twin brother were texting me at the same time or some shit like that? And I'm like, okay, I do remember you. How the fuck did you find me on Instagram and how have we been friends? I didn't follow her, she followed me. And I was like, how have we been friends for so long? And we had been friends for like months and months, maybe a year, I think, actually. And she was just like, oh, we've been friends for a minute, blah, blah, blah. She was like, hey, I really do want to see you. I do really want to hang out with you. And then I just straight up asked her, I'm like, okay, what actually went down with you and my brother?
Now, she knows she was messy, and wrong. I mean, she knew the whole time. She definitely knew the whole time. But what do you get out of talking to two brothers and twins at that? So you could just tell people like you've been with two brothers and they was twins? Like, girl, that's just whole activity. At this point, that was whole activity. Like,
because I don't know anything about the situation. Him and I never talked about that situation since that day. And then she's like, oh yeah, we used to hang out. He used to come over and blah, 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 all this other shit. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. I don't want to be like Eskimo brothers and shit like that. So I'm like, no, I'm good. Girl immediately gets mad at me, gets pissed. And she's like, she was like saying, fuck you and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And blocks me on IG. And then this gets even crazier. Probably a couple of months ago, I see this girl out. Like, I actually didn't know it was her, but like, cause she looked kind of different. But I could tell, I was like, man, I know that girl. She walks up to me and she's like, yo, I know you. And I was like, I don't know you. You look familiar, but I don't think I know you. She was like, oh yeah, you and your twin brother. And she proceeds to try to dance with me and try to kiss me. And I was like, nah, fuck that. Get off me. I'm done. Like, don't talk to me again. Don't approach me again. You're like someone, like a fucking fly. You don't go away. Like, and you're annoying. And so, needless to say, we did not become Eskimo brothers, but just a wild ride, a wild story. This is the problems and the complications of actually being a fucking twin.
oh my God. At first, I was giving her the benefit of the doubt in the beginning. Like, maybe she didn't know. But then I start thinking, it would be two different profiles. Like, how could you not know? Then, as he started talking even more, girl, you had the audacity. She was stalking. She was stalking because she followed on Instagram, then turned around and he saw her in public. She was stalking him. She was destined to like talk to two twin brothers or something. Like this is that whole activity. Like she definitely was messy. Why? Like I don't get it. Like what? Why she was? So, that is just desperate, weird, crazy. Hey, you better watch out. That woman is crazy. Like you better seriously watch out. Then she got mad. Why? Like that's just like he trying to talk to your homegirl, find out it's your homegirl, and still like some women just ooh, you don't let yourself. You don't. Like, girl, this is considered desperate. Y'all, tell me what you think about this story in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel, join the family over here as we talk crime and do reaction videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to this channel. Peace.